everyone, welcome to PhotoPlay's YouTube channel and welcome to Tuesdays with Tina. My name's Tina Smith and today I'm super excited to share a shaker card with you. We're going to create a shaker card with no foam tape needed. The die does itself. This is the Say It With Stamp shaker die. It creates a 3x3 shaker element, and the nice thing about this die set, it has 3 different windows that you can create. You can create a square, you can create a circle, or you can create a heart window inside the little shaker box. And then there's bits that you can die cut out to put in it. So it has everything you need to create a shaker without foam tape, which is really nice. We're going to use this on our card along with the stamp set from the Bros Amazing collection. This is a clear stamp set. It has a coordinating die set that we're going to be using also. But this has pizza and burgers, everything kind of retro. And I like that there's a greeting that you can stamp inside the thought bubble that says "You are so," and then you can put rad, epic, bro, dude, cool. And it all fits inside the thought bubble or the speech bubble. I'm partial to the burger, so we're going to create a card using the burger today. And we're going to use some pattern papers from the coordinating collection. This is the 12x12 Bros Amazing collection, and with the stickers and the ephemera. And we're also going to be using the My Colors cardstock and the Bros Amazing variety. These are meant to coordinate beautiful with your collection pack, and I thought we would create some shaker bits with the colored cardstock in here. Okay, we're going to jump in by doing a little bit of stamping. I'm going to start by stamping the burger. I'm going to use some black ink for this. And I'm going to stamp, we're going to create 2 burgers, but I'm going to color in one on camera. I'm going to use my alcohol markers for that. And then I'll do another one off camera just to save a little bit of time. While we're stamping, we're going to do the rest of our stamping here. So I'm going to stamp our speech bubble. And then in our stamp set, we have the greeting that says "You are so." I'm going to stamp this also. I'm going to stamp "You are so" right at the very top. And then I'm going to stamp rad here. And you know, I think I changed my mind with the rad. I think instead of going black, since there's coordinating dies that will cut out the greeting, I'm going to stamp rad with orange ink. So let's pick up some orange ink and we'll just stamp it on the same cardstock as we are with our burger. Okay, I'm going to zoom in. We'll die cut out everything at once. So I'll put this off to the side. Let me show you the colors of markers that I'm going to be using. For your reference, these are the markers I'll use. I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to play a little bit of music while I color, and when I'm done coloring, I will get you back. Okay, coloring is all done. I'm going to go ahead and take the coordinating dies, and we're going to cut out all of our images, and I'll be right back. I went ahead and created one more burger, and while we're at it, I'm going to go ahead and take some foam tape. We're going to add it behind our greeting, and I put some small ones behind the rad we're going to go ahead and remove the release paper, and we're just going to layer this right over the top. And I think the color just makes it look really nice. We have our burgers. I'm only going to put one because we're going to overlap them like so, and this just gives me a little room to figure out where my placement's going to be. I'm going to be using 3 today, and I'm going to tell you the names because of course your favorite craft store will probably sell these sheets that are 12 by 12 individually. This is the all-in stripe, this is the Bros Icon, and this is the Burger Barn. For my shaker, what we're going to do is take this piece here. Let me show you what the shaker elements look like. Okay, this is the shaker box, and again, it looks large, but the sides fold in to create a 3 by 3. I'm going to cut this out with the Bros Icons pattern paper, and then you have the windows that you can create. So you can create a circle, or you can create a square, and if you separate these, you can create a heart also. Today we're going to just make a traditional square, and I'm going to place this in here. We're going to tack it all down at one time, and I'm going to run this through my die cut machine. Okay, and then while we're die cutting, I have the circle ones. We're going to take our circle bits. I have some silver mirror cardstock. This one is happens to be double-sided, so it works out great. I'm going to cut out the circles with this. And then using the diamonds in our Bros Amazing My Colors Cardstock Variety Pack, I took the light blue and also the dark blue. Actually, the light blue is the cardstock that we created our greeting from. And I'm going to die cut out the diamonds with the light and the dark. And I will put these through my die cut machine, and I will be right back. Now this is your shaker element. It's hard to tell on camera, but there is, maybe on this side, no. There is score lines. Okay, there's 2 on each side. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to fold it over at one of the score lines like so, and then we're going to reinforce the second one. Just fold it over. For this, you can use your bone folder. You don't have to. If you use pattern paper, you really don't have to. And I like the lighter weight for the shaker because it's easier to fold over. So you see, this is about the same width as foam tape. Okay, now I'm going to continue on. You have these little flaps. Those can go folded over also. And I'm just going to continue reinforcing these score lines. It's very easy to do. So I reinforced all of these. Now when you fold them all in, let me show you. Like this. This is the back side, but if you flip it over, this is, oops, push that in a little bit. Then this is the front side. And this is how thick it is. Again, this is about the same width as foam tape. Let me show you. These are my foam squares. You can see it's pretty close. Okay? What I'm going to do is open it up like this, and I'm going to add some tape along all 4 sides here. Okay, so we have tape on all 4 sides. Okay, what we're going to do, and then I do have a piece of acetate that is slightly smaller than my shaker box, which is, again, 3 by 3. So this is going to fit perfectly on the inside. Now before we do our shaker, we're going to work on our pattern papers. I'm going to create an A2 size card, so I'm going to be using my Say It With Stamps A2 Card Bases. We're just going to take one of these out, and I'm going to score it right down the middle. Okay, so we have our side folding card base, and then I have my pattern paper with the burgers on it. This measures 4 inches by 5 1/4. It's slightly smaller than my card base. It's going to leave me a white border. I'm going to tack this down to the front of my card. Okay, and then I have a strip of the stripe paper. This is a 1-inch strip. I'm going to use my scissors, and we're going to fishtail the very end here. Okay, and then I have a 1 1/2 inch strip of the blue cardstock from the My Colors Bros Amazing Variety Pack. We're going to fishtail the end here. And I'm going to take this, we're going to add some adhesive behind here. I'm going to add this. We'll tack this down. And I'm going to take this piece and we're going to tack this down also. I'm going to trim away what's overhanging. Okay, now what we can do is create our shaker. I'm going to go ahead and tack down. I'm going to add some adhesive on the inside. I decided to do a change of plan. Instead of using this, I'm going to trim down a piece of white cardstock that is just slightly smaller than 3 inches. Okay, so basically this is the same size as the acetate. I'm going to take some adhesive. I'm going to add some adhesive to the left, to the right, but not to the top. So I don't have any adhesive over here. I have adhesive here, here, and here. You can use glue if you wanted to. And then on my shaker, I removed the release paper off of this side, and this side, okay? With the release paper that we didn't take off, we need an opening to slide our shaker bits in. So that's going to be the top. I'm going to place this on the inside here. And then I'm going to fold in, we'll start with the bottom. I'm going to fold in those flaps, fold this in, and I'll fold over this side. And then I'll fold over this side. And basically we're just tacking these 2 corners, okay? And then I'm going to press down the sides. Okay? So this is how thick it is. But we have that pocket and this in the background, okay, with the acetate in the front. Now we're going to take our shaker elements. We're going to slide these in. Oops. Okay, we have some, and I'm going to bring in some clear sequins also, and I'm going to pour some clear sequins in here also. You could actually fill it up quite a bit. Okay, now I'm going to fold in these flaps, and I'm going to fold over the top here. I'm going to tack down the left and the right, and then I'm going to remove the release paper off of this. Okay, so our shaker is sealed and we still have a tape exposed, so we're ready to tack this down. I'm going to give this a good shake. I want to show all those shaker bits off. And then I'm going to tack this on the front of our card. I think this is just so neat. And it's really not bulky at all. Okay, and then we have our burger elements. Let's bring these in. I'm going to go ahead and add our thought bubble in this top right corner. For finishing touches, I'm going to go in with some glossy accents. I'm going to go over the cheese of our burger. And since we have our clear sequins out, I'm going to add a few sequins with my glue. And that finishes off my card today, a fun shaker card. Today we used the Say It With Stamps Shaker Die. Pretty cool. I think you could just make a great Valentine also. And then we also used the Bros Amazing Stamp Set along with the coordinating dies and some pattern papers from the same collection. Thanks so much for joining me. Have a lovely day. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.